Hi guys, it's Allie from Allie Answers. I hope that you're having a good day. I wanted to share a story about this sweet man that I was able to meet through my job. His name was Mr. Bobby, not his real name because, HIPAA. Mr. Bobby was a wonderful, sweet man. He was referred to me by a local physician, and when I went in to meet him for the first time, he said, "Well, I guess you heard. They signed my death warrant today." So he had a good sense of humor. He knew that with his COPD that he was in grave shape, but he was not dying anytime soon. With our amazing nurse, we were able to help him breathe better and feel better and actually probably live way longer than he would have without our services. As I got to know him that first day and continued to get to know him, one thing was very important to him, and that was his final wish. His final wish was that he not die alone. Now, not everyone has a wish like that. Sometimes it's about going to the beach or seeing a family member they haven't seen in a long time. But for Mr. Bobby, not being alone in his final moments was his most important wish. He was served by our social worker and our chaplain, by our home health aide and his nurse. He even had volunteer assistants. During all of that time, he never failed to mention that he wanted to be surrounded by people when it was his time to leave this world. So one day, months and months later, he woke up and told his caregiver, "Today's my day." She looked at him and she said, "No way, you're doing really well. Today is not your day." But you know what? He knew. He was right. And within a few hours, his decline was really apparent, and she put out the call. By lunchtime that day, he was surrounded by people who cared about him. He had a nurse and his home health aide who was usually there for him 3 or 4 times a week with him. He did not have local family, but luckily there was family from out of town that were visiting, and so they were there. And our vigil volunteer was there. If you don't know what a vigil volunteer is, it's someone whose specialty is those final moments of life. Whether they're there to support the patient or there to support the family, a vigil volunteer is someone who just basically spends time and being present. While it's sad that Mr. Bobby passed away, I am so glad that I can tell you that his final wish was granted. He was surrounded by people who cared about him during his final moments. Our vigil volunteers stayed and spent time with the caregivers who were going to miss him, and especially with his family. Hospice is really about life, not about death. But in Mr. Bobby's case, his passing was the most important thing to him, and we were able to make his wish come true. I'm so grateful for that. I know hospice can be a hard conversation to have. I know that people don't always want to hear about it, but I can promise you that hospice makes a very big difference in the final moments of someone's life and in the final weeks and months when we're given the opportunity to get in early enough. And that's why it's my mission to keep teaching people and educating them about the benefits of hospice. If you have something to share about your hospice journey, I would love it if you would put it in the comments. Please like and subscribe so that more people will see this video and we can do the most good. Thank you so much and have a great day. Bye-bye.